I can't be living off checks. Burn the cess when I'm stressed. EPE what I rep. In the ground shake when I step.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Chosen One with two guns, repping that EmZ Bitch TV. First thing first, y'all, make sure you smash that sub button, like, share, comment, all the above, all that good stuff. Now check it. Today we got update on Junior Guzman. Yesterday was Friday. They had part of all of the guys that had something to do with the murder from that day. They got sentenced yesterday, and all of them, they basically all got smoked. They all got 25 to life, but most of them are going to be coming out within 23 years, 25 years. They'll be eligible for parole. So with that said, most of them going to do by like 25 years and they'll be home. Most of them are between 20 to 23. So they'll be home by probably like no later than 45 years old. They'll be out in the streets again. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's horrible, but you know, there was a bunch of them, and you know, you gotta break it down evenly. You feel me? With everybody, you can't just give everybody 100 years. You gotta give them another chance at life, especially because they're young. I know it's messed up, but they were all young. They were all kids. Just like how y'all say Tekashi 69 is a kid. Well, they were all kids too. They were 19, 20, and 21. So they're getting another chance at life. But still, you know what I mean? They done for. But yeah, I'm gonna read to y'all what I got right here from the reports. On Friday, 5 of the men seen on the video attacking the youth Lesandro Guzman Feliz, known as Junior, were sentenced to life in prison in the Bronx courtroom after being convicted of murder and gang assault in June. Justice Robert A. Neary called the killing senseless, savage, and cowardly as he sentenced the first defendant, Jonaki Martinez Estrella, 25 years old, who prosecutors said had struck the fatal blow. The judge says, why? To be held as a big shot in the gang? I am not sure you sense the magnitude of what you've done. So basically, the judge is looking at these guys like he feels like that they have no remorse for what they've done. Like, yeah, they're locked up. You know what I'm saying? They cried a little bit before. But the judge is looking at these guys like, you guys don't feel sorry. If you guys was to get out today, you guys going to be partying. You still going to meet again. Y'all going to be back at it again doing some other stuff. That basically, in other words, you feel me? All right. Before Justice Neary handed down the sentences, Lesandro parents gave emotional speeches describing their loss. That night there were 2 deaths, Junior and I, who was left dead inside, his mother said. Damn, man, I feel bad for his mom, man. The police later arrested 14 and charged them with taking part in Lesandro's murder. 2 became cooperating witnesses. There was 14, right? 14 of them was locked up when that thing happened with Junior. 2 of the 14 became witnesses, basically became snitches. Basically, they chose to team up with the government, with the state of New York, to make sure that the other 12, because it's 14, 2 of them turned state. So that means that the other 12, to make sure that the other 12 was gonna not only be found guilty, but try to get them the most years as possible, just because it was gang related and how gruesome the whole thing was. You feel me? The 5 men sentenced on Friday were found guilty of murder and gang assault in June after a 5-week trial. State Supreme Court in the Bronx that provided a look inside the workings of the Trinitarios, a highly organized and brutally violent gang. The jury took 2 days to reach a guilty verdict for the defendants. Mr. Martinez Estrella, 25 years old. Antonio Rodriguez Hernandez Santiago, 25 years old. Jose Muniz, 23 years old. Manuel Rivera, 19-year-old. And Elvin Garcia, 25-year-old. 8 others are awaiting trial. Mr. Martinez, who prosecutors said struck the fatal blow, was sentenced to life without parole. Mind you, because he struck the final blow. He's the one that basically took Junior's life, like officially. He's the one that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was the His blow was the hardest one. His blow was the one that, like, maybe Junior could have lived, but with his blow, made it guarantee that. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Junior, man. Delivered the final blow, was sentenced to life without parole. Mr. Munez, Mr. Garcia, and Mr. Rodriguez Hernandez Santiago will be eligible for parole after 25 years, and Mr. Rivera after 23 years. So, my bad. Earlier I said that they was in their early 20s. My bad. A few of them are 25 years old, but mind you, there's still 8 others. All the other 8, they young. They all young. 25 is still young. So 25, 50 years. 50 years old. I mean, it's not worth it. Definitely not worth it. This week, the authorities announced the indictment of 15 more members of the same gang, accusing them of carrying out attacks with machetes, knives, and fists in Upper Manhattan. Okay, so there's 15 other people from the same gang got locked up, apparently, this, like, last week or something. I didn't even know about that. So 15 more dudes got locked up, but that don't got nothing to do with Junior. This is just, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a gang. They ain't take down the whole gang. They took down like a maybe like 1% of the gang. You feel me? So this gang is still out there. Doing whatever it is that they do. So they got 15 more that's in New York right now, just sitting in there. That's gonna be probably most likely going to trial next year for whatever it is that they got caught doing, which most likely it probably was, drugs and probably. Murders, who knows? Lesandro's father, Lesandro Guzman, told the court that since his son's murder, he has struggled to sleep. Weekends have become a battle to stay busy for him, because those were the days he used to spend with his son. Damn, man. You will never have the ability to understand the pain you have caused, Mr. Guzman told the convicted men. Before his sentencing, Mr. Martinez apologized to Lesandro's family in Spanish. It was not my intention to cause the death of this kid, but that day I was under the influence of alcohol and drugs, and I did not know what I was doing, he said. Supposedly. Excuses, bro. Excuses. Justice Neary, however, was unmoved and gave him the maximum penalty. Damn. Basically, the judge heard that and he was like, "Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. You gonna get smoked." Bam! Slammed that hammer. He slammed that hammer so hard, everybody, them 5 dudes was like, "Oh, boy, they jumped, boy." You feel me? That's how hard he slammed that judge. He wasn't trying to hear nothing. That judge, Justice, the judge named Justice, he wasn't playing, man. He really wanted justice. He's like, "Oh, my name is Justice, and I'm going to bring justice, or I'm going to bash you in the head with this hammer if I don't get it." All right? Bet. Certain words come to mind when I think about your involvement. This is the judge talking. Senseless is one of those words. Savage is another word. But the one often comes to my mind is cowardly. He called all of them a coward. Yeah, think about it. 19, 20, 21, 25, 25, 25. And the other 8 was probably 22, 23, 24. All within 19 to 25 years old. Doing that to a 16-year-old, that's a coward. And that's what the judge and everybody is looking at. They're like, "Bro, you guys were way older than him. Y'all young too, but y'all was still older than him. Like, he's a kid. At the end of the day, he's a real kid. Like, y'all kids, but y'all in y'all 20s. Y'all just young-minded and dumb. But Junior is a kid. Like, for real, like, you know what I mean? He's a kid. He's a kid in school, middle school. These other dudes, they was out of high school already, you know what I mean? First year out of high school. Well, the other one that was 25, they been was out of high school. But you and your fellow gang members chased down and slaughtered a 15-year-old defenseless boy in the most gruesome manner. And we in this courtroom had the misfortune of witnessing it all on tape, the judge said. Arguing for leniency, the defense lawyer described the mesmerizing pool of gang life for young men like their clients who they said came from troubled families and had found in the Trinitarios a group in which they felt valued and protected for the first time. The gang has provided the men with money, status, and protection in return for their unflinching loyalty in carrying out orders from their superiors. So basically, what the lawyers is saying about their client, right, the guys that murdered Junior, what the lawyer is basically telling the judge is copping the plea, basically saying that these guys were all good kids, that they're all good guys, that the reason why they joined the Trinitarios was because, you know, for love, respect, and money, that they really wasn't about that street life, that they just loved the affection. I don't know, you know that, you know, it's excuses. That's all it is, excuses. We all know why y'all joined. You feel me? Excuses, but you know, everybody gonna need some type of excuses when you in front of that damn judge. You feel me? Mr. Rivera's lawyer, Tony Masana, said her client was too young to fully comprehend what he was doing. He was 18 years old and was seduced by the cult, she said. Now, mind you, this is now a woman lawyer who's representing the youngest one, which is 19 now, but he was 18 when it happened. Now, her defense for him is that he was young and stupid. Yeah, stupid, definitely. But the lead prosecutor, Morgan Dolan, argued for life sentences, pointing out that none of the defendants had shown remorse before the sentencing. She also argued that the defendants had gone out that night planning to kill someone and knew precisely what they were doing. This is the prosecutor now saying this, that the guys from the Trinitarios that killed Junior, that they had no remorse in court. Now, if y'all look at the picture that I got on the cover art, y'all look real well at those guys' faces. And you can tell, like they were worried because they probably about to get smoked, but they wasn't sad. There wasn't no remorse. You could tell. You could see in the picture. You could tell. Look at their faces. They're there because they have to be there. But there ain't nobody that was crying, no tearing, no, you know what I mean? They were just sad because of the situation that they were in, but not because of what happened. You understand? And, you know, they going to notice that. They looking at all of them like, I want to see if they have any remorse. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that help. But a lot of times they really don't. It don't matter if you cry or not. It really don't. You feel me? The judge going to spank you. He going to spank you. You know what I'm saying? They probably was looking at it like, man, I ain't about to cry no judge. Y'all seen how that other guy was crying, man. I'm a G. I don't cry, bruh. That's probably what they was thinking in their head, you know, because they trying to go out strong, like they yeah, like I'm about to take this 25 to life. Mr. Rodriguez Hernandez Santiago refused to speak before his sentencing, offering no apology nor plea for mercy. When Justice Neary sentenced him to life, his mother moaned in the gallery like, oh, and stood up. My son did not kill him, she shouted. Yeah, he didn't deliver the final blow, but he definitely did poke a few of them things in him. As he definitely did that, bastard. Mr. Munez, who at his last court appearance had shouted out that he was a Trinitarian to death for me, also said that he felt no remorse for Lesandro's death, though he offered an apology to the Dominican community and his family for staining their reputation. Speaking Spanish, he described the attack as something that got out of hand, something that wasn't justifiable. This is Mr. Munez. This is one of the guys that before, I remember this. Now, he ain't say this yesterday, but he said this before when it was another court date. You know, in the beginning, he was still Trinitarian to the death of me. You feel me? Now that he got some time, man, that just kind of humbled him down. Like he wasn't speaking that Trinitarian yesterday. You wasn't talking that yesterday, though. You know what I'm saying? That's when it mattered. Yesterday was when it mattered. Why you ain't shut that out yesterday? Yeah, because you was hoping you was going to get like 15 or something, or 10 or something, huh? I did not kill him, Mr. Muniz said. That's why my conscience is clean. I do not care about you believing me. Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand because in his head, he like, man, I know for a fact I didn't deliver that final blow. So he probably do sleep well. But still, you still poked him. You feel me? Maybe if he had one less poke, he probably would have had enough blood to survive. Because remember, Junior actually ran to the hospital and collapsed in front of the hospital. He collapsed. He fell. So maybe if he had one less hole in him, he probably would have got to make it all the way into the doctor. So to me, I don't take that final blow. I don't take that final blow stuff, man. It's like three guys shooting somebody, right? And then them going to court and the forensic finding out that the dude with the 38 special was his bullet, the one that hit the major artery. Like, nah, man, if y'all three hit that dude all at the same time, then it's all y'all fault. The murder is all y'all fault. It's not because he got the 38 with the hollow that ripped through his abdomen or something. You know what I'm saying? That don't matter, bro. When you do something like that, you put in work like that, it's your fault no matter what. Final blow, last blow, it don't matter. Because if it wasn't for your actions, there might have been a little chance that person could have lived. That's how you gotta look at it. You can't see the final blow was the one that actually put his lights out. No. Because maybe that less poke would have made him he would have probably made it to the hospital. That's how I'm looking at it. You feel me? You gotta look at it like that. You have to. And Justice Neary told Mr. Muniz he was a disgrace to his family. You should be a poster boy for any young man contemplating to join the gang, the judge said. And there you have it, man. You know, that was it. That was the last words of the judge, handing them down 25, 23, 23, 22, 25. You know what I'm saying? 25 to life. Which means, well, they'll be eligible for parole in 25 years. Like I said earlier, that in 25 years, they have a chance of coming home. That is not 100%, you feel me? Like I always say in my videos when I'm speaking on this type of stuff. When you're in jail, right, anything can happen. Just because you're getting sentenced to 1 year or 1 week doesn't mean that you're going to come out. People die every day, and in jail too. People get shanked in jail all the time. In jail, man, stuff happens because you got the thieves, you got the gangsters, the robbers, you got all types of crazy people all gathered up. You know what I'm saying? All thrown in the cage. You feel me? So it's like a jungle. It's a jungle. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen in that jungle. So that basically ain't no guaranteeing that you're going to be home after those 25 years. I'm pretty sure that out of them 12, that 12 of them, because remember, 2 of them snitch. So nothing happening to them 2. They probably going to get like 2-3 years and they're going home. I doubt it they're going to get time served though, because that was a harsh crime. You feel me? This ain't no 6ix9ine. You feel me? So, yeah, so out of the 12, I'm pretty sure that out of the 12, maybe like 7 of them probably gonna really outlive that bid. Meaning they will actually make it through that whole bid and come home and start their life as a 50-year-old, damn near 50-year-old. You feel me? But it is what it is. It's life. It's life. This is why you have court. This is why you got systems. This is why you got police. Because if we didn't have all this stuff, can you imagine? This would be like World War 20. You feel me? It'll be havoc and all destruction all over the place, all over the world. You need police. You need courts. You need it. You have to, because this is what divides the good from the bad. You feel me? You can't just have everything going all loosey-goosey. You feel me? Y'all seen how that worked out 1,000 years ago. You know what I mean? That ain't work out too good, did it? Now we here. You feel me? It is what it is. Some of us get smoked, but in this case, to me, they deserve to get them years. You feel me? Even though, you know what I mean, that was probably most of their first time doing something like that and getting caught. So you gotta kind of give them a chance. You know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves a chance. That's what they say, right? Everybody deserves a chance. Okay, they did what they did. They got punished by losing 25 years of their life. That's still 25 years. You feel me? Damn, 25 years, that's a pretty good lesson to learn, especially when you already 25, 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? And like I said earlier, mind you, that doesn't mean they're going to make it out. doesn't mean they're going to outlive that bid. They could get into anything while they're in there. They could run into Junior's cousins or something maybe in the future. And somebody be like, yo, you look familiar, bro. What's your name again? I don't know you. Yeah, you look familiar, bro. Then before you know it, you know the people get to talking. Yo, that's that dude. You remember Junior that got killed like 10 years ago? Oh, what's him? Oh, Junior, my second cousin. Oh, what? I bet, word. You know what I'm saying? And you know that's gonna happen. Come on, Junior family big. I'm pretty sure it's big. Us Hispanics, we run deep. You feel me? I'm pretty sure that he got mad cousins. You feel me? Cousins, uncles, aunts. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he does. I'm pretty sure he does. His mother and father still alive. You know what I'm saying? But R.I.P. Rest in peace, Junior. You feel me? Justice has been served so far, partially. Like I said, it still got 8 more. So I will keep y'all posted on the update. You feel me? But this is what I got so far. You know what I mean? Justice has been served. And rest in peace, little man. EmZ gang. Hey, what up? Hope y'all like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, smash that like button, and drop some comments. Also, for those who want to show love and support to EmZ TV, there's Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo located in the description box in every video. Chosen one, 2 guns, EmZ. Don't forget the TV 100.